eat, motherfucker. I swear to God.
When we on.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the mutants and meta humans of all ages, shapes, and sizes, it is time for the most spoilerific show on YouTube. And if you have any requests for any topic, leave a comment down below. What up with your YouTube and YouTube bust? It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. And you're tuning in to the Roy Vibration Podcast, where we talk about Marvel, DC, comic books, anime, video games, TV shows, and more. Welcome to our home of the boat. Let's go. First up, I want to go ahead and get to a special guest in here tonight. Go ahead. Let me stop for a second. This is this man's first time on, so everybody show him some love. He got his own opinions. He haven't been corrupted by this gaming and this Marvel mentality of trolls that been out here yet. So he's fresh to this here. So please show the man some love, man. What's good with it, Punisher?
What's up, man? What's up, YouTube?
And that man,
this is actually my second time on here, though, but you know.
Yeah, he was. He was on
I'm
here.
happy to be here.
Time.
On your that was the second time that was on your channel.
I was on Flip channel the last time.
Yeah. They ain't been on here before.
Oh, you
here
sure
once
was.
before.
That's my bad. I'm thinking about what's Doctor. That's the one that haven't came on.
Mm-hmm.
That we keep talking about. They need to come on. We keep talking about y'all in the point. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, to bring it back to life. It's been a minute though. It's been a while. It's been a nice little while. Yeah. So it's been good with the Punisher?
Nothing much, just playing games, a bunch of gaming, jumping back and forth from Xbox. Every blue moon, I jump on my PlayStation. But it's all good.
Well, everybody that's listening, just to give y'all a little insight. Everybody that you see in this on the panel, and there's a couple more of us. What we do is we be right here going live, and y'all get a hour to 2 hour clip of what we be doing, because we be getting on the Xbox parties, and it goes extra hard. And we do the same thing every night. We talk about Marvel, we talk about DC, we talk about video games. We don't be inside parties talking about what this person needs to go do and that person doing this and that. We just simply so much stuff, so many topics and so many things is coming out, and we was like, you know what? Some of the people that be in the parties with us, when they have opportunity to come on, and bam, we get on the podcast. And it's all of us as family that be doing this here. So that's why you get so much love, and I like giving the love back. So with that one being said, we got somebody else that be bringing that love to everybody, man. They come out from the crumb side. They still know how to struggle and survive to stay alive. Man, Mr. 100, man, Mr. High Stepper himself. Introduce yourself, let them know they can find you at.
Man, y'all know I'm 100. I'm one of the most wanted for my hate crimes to the PlayStation Nation. They looking for me, but I'm in my underground compound right now. I'm gonna come out because I'm playing this game, Jedi Academy, in 4K textures on the Xbox One X right now. So let's go. This is the Heroic Vibration Podcast. Hell with everything else. It ain't about me. Like my man Triple Cup say, it's about we. Let's go.
Let's do this. Hold up, Bone. Curiosity just hit me. What's the name of that game you said you was playing?
Jedi Academy on the OG Xbox One. And it's on the Xbox One X.
So that you can play that on the Xbox One X, and it was you said
it's backwards compatibility. And you play it in 4K textures.
So how do it hold up?
Hold up real good. I mean, it's an old game, but think about it, it kind of, you got the PC guys that sit there and saying that they can do this and that. It kind of let the Xbox, bright. Like if I go play it on the OG Xbox, it probably look like a little bit darker, all that. But you see the textures, you see, the structure, the art structure is still the same, but you see it, and it's just better, and you didn't have to pay for it.
And it really just pokes out.
Yeah. So I put a clip on Twitter showing that.
Okay, I was just about to ask you, Bounce, what you were doing, like some type of like a comparison where you were checking out the old footage and playing some of the on the original Xbox compared to how it look on the X with the 4K SX added on.
Well, I put this way. The thing about it is I'm not getting a preview for it. Sometimes they'll throw some stuff, flip in there too. Sometimes I get updates to games I'm downloading games like 18 games now that's getting upgrades with the X. So it's up to like the loading screens. You ain't got the OG Xbox games. You ain't really got to worry about no load screen. It loads so damn fast. It's crazy.
Oh shit,
It loads
yeah.
so fast. It loads fast, crazy. So I'm just showing what was announced today with Xbox, talking about the backwards compatibility games going to get HDR automatically on some games, different frames per second on some games. Some games get ray tracing. I call it race tracing. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. But that's all. I'm just sitting here trying to show what I'm saying, that I'm just showing people proof about it, and I ain't looking, like I said, I ain't looking for nothing. You ain't got to
Yeah.
subscribe to my Patreon. I have one, but I don't know where that motherfucker at.
Hey, your Patreon ran away from you. And know what you might got to do though, Bone? Bone, for
That's
real
messed
though.
up.
Like games like that, and how especially if it's a game that you like, you can actually bring to everybody. Take the time to say, hey, look, this is the difference between this, and this. And I'm telling you, that's something that
Well,
me. I'm like, man, I don't know about this game, so let me just check out Bone and see what he got to say about it.
Well, I
I know you
showed
got stuff for me though.
what's that game? Flip. What I showed? And it made buzz. What's the game? The first game that came out on Xbox.
Which one?
The security. You know what I'm saying? Which other game we've been talking about? You play as a security.
Rise on around.
Yeah, Rise on the Room. I showed a clip from the Xbox One, that game, and I said that game holds up to a lot of these games that's right now. And that
Because there's a launch title.
it was just a launch title, but it blew up. I never had like 600-700 likes. People was commenting to me like, "Wow, you're not lying." People complain about the gameplay, or I didn't kind of like, but they had to admit, like, that game holds up, and that game was 2013. It's 2020, and they can go
7
pound for
years.
pound with a game.
Wow, it's amazing. It's been that long, huh?
Man, man.
Time goes by fast.
This motherfucker just woke up.
Right.
Nah, actually, I didn't even know we started it.
His
So I
eyes
looked
has a
down.
beard. So, hey, matter of fact, since you'd have bumped your way on in here, man, go ahead and introduce yourself and let them know they can find you at. That's big as the introduction you get because you just hopping in.
God!
Too
I may
late. You
be
can't
late
do
to the
that.
party.
We did that already.
It's not the same. I have to do it.
It actually was. It actually was.
Well,
It was
did a pretty good
identical.
job. Pretty good
And it
job.
was ray traced. They ray
No,
traced.
this man. They said they ray trace. They putting the ray tracing on me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You putting the ray tracing. Oh man, dang.
Oh, I'll let
The
you
ray
say.
traces on you.
Yeah, but
Get that
man,
ray trace out of you.
look,
So what's good
man.
with the chaos, man? What you been on?
Man, I was actually watching the episode of the first episode of Stargirl, and
Hey, don't go too depth in there. I'm gonna let you speak your piece about it. I'm gonna let you speak your piece.
I, yeah.
Yeah, I know how.
So what topic we talking about?
Be cool. So what else? So should have been here early. Hey, so what else been on besides for that Stargirl that you just hopping on?
Man, I've been watching. I'm not watching. I've been playing Warriors Orochi with my man Savage Carter. I know he ain't in here, but I'm gonna bring that. I'm gonna bring that Savage feeling that I'm gonna try to bring that Savage feeling that Savage brought, into the podcast. But other than that, I haven't been playing all too much really. We're on that Orochi and Saints Row.
2K, and the way you ran from me in that Battlefield, we was on there.
Oh yeah, I haven't
When I say
played
ran
Battlefield.
from me, I don't mean like what y'all think. I mean like I'm scoring like 5 kills, then I got up to like 8-10 kills, and then I look up to Chaos. He was like, me and him wasn't what for the first couple rounds, and he went from 5 to 10 kills to 60-something kills. I was like, hey, training session over, run. But,
For real.
Yeah, it was good times, man. We was having fun.
Hell yeah.
It's
I'm gonna stream it one of these. I'm gonna stream it one of these times with me and you playing. Probably put that in a podcast or something.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do something that way we can show some kid count, some people might catch up with little techniques or something like that. Something you might do self-consciously, and then somebody say, okay, on this move, you move like that, this how you get that, that type of thing. But we've been going on kind of like 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get the person that who have the podcast on this channel that's stomping right now. They kind of be bringing a lot of mixture around. And he be bringing a lot of knowledge. People don't even really understand sometimes. The truth is up in the air. It's just only up to you if you want to catch it. So with that being said, go ahead and flip your own words out there, man. What's good with the flip money? Introduce yourself and let them know they can find you at. You'll find you here.
This is your boy, Little Ugly Dude, sitting here chilling. You can find me at littleuglydude.com. Also, you can holler at me on Little Ugly Dude on Twitter, 1975, and Xbox Live, Little Ugly Dude. Fuck you and you weirdo. Nah, man, man, they know where they can
from there,
huh? They know where they can find me at, man. That's all I'm gonna say. They know the deal. They know the deal, bro. It's the same old.
Hello, my name is Little Ugly Dude.
I don't know if I should be commenting on that, so I'm just kind of leave that alone. I'm gonna let y'all talk about the Little Ugly Dude, because who knows what that may get y'all.
You can find me on uglydude.com. I'm saying this with a bright ass smile, by the way.
Okay, so cool. With that being said, I was about to start with the with some Marvel topics, but Chaos just came straight out the blue with this. So I want to ask him this question because I know it's gonna be a diving thing. Chaos, what you think about Stargirl so far, expectation wise?
All right, now let me tell you my bias already. I usually hate superheroes, supervillains that have their powers basically based off a weapon or a costume that gives them their powers. I usually hate those. I can't even name you one because I throw them out my brain to the dark side of my brain. That's my recycling bin. But I will say,
Blue Beetle.
Yeah, Blue Beetle. Yeah, kind of like Blue Beetle's kind of like one. Yeah, but I'd say he's probably top. He's probably
top tier. I know what you're trying to say. You don't.
He's top. I'd say he's top of the ones that I would consider. That if I had to give an award to the best one of a superhero that gets their powers off of a weapon or I take that back.
Tony Stark.
Dr. Fate. Yeah, but Tony Stark is different though. He built that suit. He built it. He gave him. It's real different. It's really different. Tony Stark is different. Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Before you go in the say flip, do you think there's a difference?
Well, what? Blue Beetle and what you mean? Like what?
Because Blue Beetle's suit is alien. Tony Stark built his suit.
Oh, this is the original comment. He said the superheroes that have their powers from off of a weapon, not actually have powers.
Or a costume.
Like Blue Beetle. Like she was about to say with Stargirl, but this was about to be his exception. Exception. And I threw out there Blue Beetle and I said Tony Stark. He said Dr. Fate. I said, say Flip, do you feel the same? Do you feel that you don't like the superheroes that get their powers from costumes?
No, because then in that case you should have a problem with Tony Stark, Batman, because he don't got no powers, but he got a lot of gadgets that manipulate that you would think that he got powers and stuff like that. All the stuff that he does, whatever. I don't think that
comes from his skill though. Batman's different. You can't even count Batman. You can't even count Batman in that. Batman.
Why
Because
not?
his gadgets
You
and
said
stuff is
costume.
totally different.
Okay,
I
well,
said
okay.
costume. Does
Cyborg.
Batman's
Cyborg.
costume give him powers?
What
No.
about
Yeah.
Cyborg?
He do got
Cyborg.
costume. He do. He do got armor and stuff that does give him them type of ability. Why they don't
Yeah,
show
but
it like that, I don't know.
a bulletproof costume. Oh wow.
No, he actually had the armor suit like that, like Tony Stark. He got one of them. Why they don't utilize it like that, I don't know. Cause he started coming up with that on the
So,
issue when Bane had broke his back.
but like I said, if you said it's just like Tony Stark, then it's different. Tony Stark, man, he's
How
different.
is it different?
How
Okay,
he
what about Cyborg?
because he was talking about the difference between Blue Beetle and Tony Stark. Those are two different two different situations.
Well, Cyborg would be considered.
What's the
He get his
difference?
powers from his suit because his powers is his suit.
That's a part of him, though. Yeah, that's not a that's not a good that's
Man,
not a
I was
good
trying to see if that
comparison.
one counted.
Nah,
No, but
man,
I'm
that's
just
a
saying.
little.
But honestly, what's the difference? What's Tony Stark's skills is? His fucking brain. Him being smart.
His brains and
Money.
his smarts
So
built
and his
that
money.
costume.
So
But
so
with
Yeah.
so
Blue Beetle, his suit is what? His suit is alien or is it tech made by aliens?
it's a tech that was made by I think Alien and stuff. But you can say
I
the
mean,
same thing for you can say the same thing for Booster Gold.
a
I don't know
ghost.
who Booster Goat
Hey,
is. I don't know who Booster Goat is.
You can't see that's what I'm saying. Like you can't say that because a lot of people is like that.
Ray, the new character, Ray. He get,
Oh, you know what? I ain't messing with that one. I'm not messing with that one. I'm not messing with that one. I'm
I'm just
not
not
gonna
a
mess
fan
with
with people who gets their powers and stuff from they weapons or their costumes and
hold on. We got some
situations.
other people. Say Punisher. How do you feel? Do you feel like the person who get their powers from a costume? Do they actually do you care for that, or do they like how Chaos was saying that you don't like characters that get their powers from costumes, or do you? It don't matter to you.
Well, for me, it don't matter to me.
Okay, like
As long as
Green Lantern.
well, Green Lantern, he gets his powers from the ring,
from a
right?
ring. You can hold
Right,
on
so it's
if you
not
want to go.
necessarily a costume, it's just he has a
Yeah, but
powerful
that's the
ring.
but he's saying costume or whatever the situation that it is. So the ring is part of a costume. Yeah, I'm saying even though the green make the
And I
ring make the
wasn't a
costume.
and I wasn't a big fan of Green Lantern.
I mean, you can say that but then all
Good
right, you
point.
go
Good point.
further.
Hey, good. Hey, you gotta give Chaos that one. That was a good point. The movie was.
Yeah, but that's the movie. You talking about
Okay.
the character in the comic book.
I'm not even
But
a fan
okay,
of him on
look at
Injustice, to be
Thor.
honest with you.
Look at Thor. In the
Thor don't
movie,
count
Thor. Why
Yeah.
not?
Thor is a
because
Because
god.
I already knew
Thor.
beforehand that his powers didn't come from the hammer.
Oh,
I
I
already
got
knew
one
that.
for you. I got
I
one
already
for you
knew
that's
that.
gonna make you change your mind,
But he
Chaos.
uses the hammer. He uses the hammer as an extension or whatever. He act like he can't use that hammer without using his powers.
I mean, you could say the same thing about Wonder Woman then.
Yeah,
She
I'm,
uses
I'm
her
going
sword,
there too.
No,
I'm going there too. I'm going there
no,
too.
hey, that's
No,
hey, flip.
actually,
I
you
got
but
can't.
hey,
using but
hey,
there's
Well,
a
actually,
difference between a superhero and them having
yeah,
their weapon or their gadget. That's their weapon and their gadget. That's not something that really gives them their power.
right. Hey, I got one for you though. So, say Punisher. What about this other? I'm gonna get a hint first. He's an Aquaman villain. Now, tell me you don't like that character. Before you say anything, he get his powers from a suit.
It's an
what you talking about?
Aquaman villain.
Mm-hmm. He's
Right,
black.
right, that
Um,
If you
don't
don't know
that
this
bother me
one,
at all.
Manson, Manson,
it, it's the best thing to
Black
really
Manta.
happen to Aquaman,
Come on, Black Manta.
the black
Black Manta.
mantle. Now, with that character right there, he is one of the greatest foes for Aquaman, and he get
Of
his
all
powers
time.
from
Of all
huh?
time. Of all
Right,
time.
and he get
Of
his
all time.
powers from a suit, which Chaos didn't wasn't a fan of, and I said this character might change your mind. So Bone, I haven't heard you say anything. Did you
About
dive
what?
into this Aquaman thing? Is you a fan of people would get their powers from their suits, or you not a fan of people get their powers from their suits? Like,
I mean, I don't care. The thing about it is, it don't bother me to keep it a
Look
buck.
at He Man.
Yeah, if you get powers from
I
a
definitely don't like Keyman. Oh my god, he's
yeah,
one of
I
the
put it this way: if
worst.
you like Kazam, you get your powers from this, or you get that. It's how you build the character up. I don't care if you got a power
Hmm.
suit or whatever. It is how you make the character and how the character is going to be. I really don't care. I don't care if you get it from the Cosmic Force or something like that. I really don't care. Like Batman is one of the greatest. He put on the damn mask. He one of the greatest detectives of all time. What he do? He
Yep.
he made a list for how to take out damn near everybody in the DC. If he had to, he made a plan for him.
And
So
someone stole that list.
yeah, they stole it, but he got it back.
I mean, it don't matter whether they stole it or not. It's just
Thing
he
about it is
still
they
did
can't
it.
they can't put it is because they don't actually have they don't have what to do. Half the time they don't even have what they have. Um, it's not a deal killer because I get a ring and I turn into Green Lantern and stuff like that. Think about it, Green Lantern is the person who's gonna wield that ring. If he's gonna turn yellow, he's gonna turn this. It's up to the person. If Blue Beetle's a kid, it's up to him if he's gonna wield the power of that suit.
Hold on.
hey,
I
Bone
do
make a
have to
good
say,
point though.
hold on. I know he
Bone,
is
you
though.
there?
Also, hold on, Chuck. Also, to add on to that, no, you can't too use Thor. Whoever should wield the hammer of Thor, whoever should be able to wield Mjolnir will have the power of Thor. There's people in the
Uh,
comic book. There's people in the comic book
Thor's
where
father Odin had it before Thor
yeah,
did.
yeah, but he
Yeah,
made it. That's different. He's made it. So
Oh,
there's
so now
regular
there's a
people.
difference. So now there's
Yeah,
a difference.
his
Okay,
father made it. What are you talking about? His dad made that. His dad made the hammer. I'm saying there
okay.
are
So
people
you can
and
use
people in
that
the
same
comic
point
book.
then
No,
with
you
that with Iron Man. Iron Man
what
made
you
his
mean?
suit.
No, but
Iron
that's
Man made.
different.
No, this
But
not.
yeah, let me guess, it is different. Well, how is it different? Because his father got powers. Iron Man don't. That's the difference. His father had power. His
So then
father
what's the
allowed.
difference?
Listen,
Then
it
what's the
just
difference
has been
between
people.
Thor and Odin then?
What's the difference? Because whoever should will. That means if anyone else is able to the wield Thor hammer will have the power of Thor. Regular people, if you are able to lift up Thor hammer, you will have his power. That's the
Yeah,
whole thing, and
Thor's
they have done
power.
that.
Thor's
Yes,
power.
you will have it Thor, but
Thor's
That's
you're
not
power.
necessarily
no.
true because when
It doesn't.
Captain
Huh?
America picked it up, he didn't have Thor's power.
Yeah, I know, but they of
yeah, he
course
did. Yeah, he did.
yeah,
I mean,
he
we
Well, no,
know
did.
that
he was able
He
to
he
was
use
also
the
using
made
it.
hammer, but
Yeah,
he
he
didn't
did.
he
have
had
You know
lightning
what? You
flash
he had
and
the
right.
through
He
him.
power
did
authority.
use it.
He
Yes, he
had
did.
lightning
Yes, he
flash and
did.
through him too.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Because he was using lightning and everything in the last Endgame movie. He was using
Yeah,
that. When he was
yeah,
slamming that door, when he threw that hammer and that hammer threw, he went threw his hand back out. The hammer came right back to him. He was using it, and he don't. You know what I'm saying? Even though he already had that super serum soldier in there, I'm just saying, anyone else, normal people, have that ability to wear it, they will have Thor power. They're
No,
not
he said
superheroes.
with the
They just
will.
but
using their
hey,
power.
Thor still got powers without the hammer though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
but
no, but I'm just
He
saying,
been
no,
had
but I'm not,
that.
no, but I'm
No, but he's
saying
not as
though,
powerful without it, though.
yeah, but I'm saying people
yeah,
who
that's
don't
true too.
have
That's
power,
true.
people who don't have power that can wield Thor hammer get Thor power. Look at Jane.
Yeah,
She's worthy
Mm-hmm.
and she got his power, but that's not her power though.
come on, the
Without that
love and
hammer, she
thunder.
don't got it.
You right, you right, but you still wrong.
All right.
Hey, but no, you right though. In this case scenario, y'all both right. In that case scenario, say chaos. Let's get back to Stargirl now. So, back to your initial thoughts of how did you like the show? Was it uh uh, uh expectations? That's the word I was trying to
All
grab.
right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, as I was saying before this is my disclaimer. I had I have a bias towards people who get the powers from a weapon or some
Oh,
costume and etc. So I came in like, Stargirl. Uh, I don't I didn't really know what to expect. The first I'd say the first 30 minutes of the show, I will
Doing the
say,
opening scene.
now the first 30 minutes, besides the opening scene, was the most cringiest stuff and the most cliches of things that I have ever seen. But it kind of made up for it when she found basically I didn't really care for it until the moment until she found the staff because it got extremely better because like
Oh,
the high
the character
school, the
build.
loser seat, the you
Yeah, the
got your
whole character
jocks,
build.
your chill, that yeah, that kind of kills me. And then the blatant, oh, you're not my dad. Oh my gosh, I have daddy issues. That killed me too. But
Yeah,
once she got it, it's like as soon as she got it, the show just instantly got better, just within the snap. But I was kind of more scared of the CGI in the beginning of the opening scene because it kind of looked suspicious. But it but when she had it, it didn't look all so bad. I didn't really. It didn't make me notice like, oh my god, the CGI is terrible or anything like that. That part was good. But
and how they played
overall,
on her, and how they played on her character build the way she was when she was doing a practice and how they was using her actual gymnastic skills and
yeah, like I said, that's what that once she got that staff, that show got instantly better. Like I like how they combined her gymnastic skills with the staff. Although that is how it is in the comic books,
yeah,
but
but they put a good touch to it.
yeah, yeah, they did. But it was overall. As an overall, how the ending made up for all of that first episode, I'd give it a I'd give it a B. I get I'd give it a B. I give
I
it a
get
B.
you got to rate it within the realm of the CW shows too. Don't forget about that. Say, Bone, have you had the
Oh,
chance?
for the realm of the CW shows, I give it an A
Right.
because that character building at the end was probably one of the best ones that CW has ever did.
What you say?
That's the question. That's the question I'm about to get to right now. Say, Bone, have you had the opportunity to see this Star Girl?
No, I don't know who even that girl is, and if it's a CW show, I really don't give two fucks. I'm keeping the buck.
You should have
Yeah,
known he was
that-
going to say that.
Yeah, I kind of knew Bone was going
Mhm.
in that direction because I was like, I
I
wasn't gonna watch
did.
it at first. 'Cause I was like, Star Girl, come on. I was like, I had no expectations, didn't want to watch it at all. And then when I seen the first episode, I said, you know what? Hold up,
I'm like,
the
I'll give it, I'll give
SWJ
it,
in it.
I'll give it a chance. I'll give it a
That's
chance.
what I did, and I was like, it's better
I'll
than
give it
what.
a chance, but it's not like I
Bone,
just there to
bone,
watch.
bone, bone. I will get from someone who has kind of somewhat a little bit, not really the same mindset as you with the CW shows in terms of expectations. I'd give this one this to for the first episode I've seen. This already seems better than most of the CW shows. This actually
Like
looks like
I like
something
Black
that'd
Lightning.
be
I
on
watch Black
Netflix.
Lightning, like Black Lightning, like they put more money into Black Lightning than they put
This
into a lot of these other motherfuckers. You know
to
what I'm
me,
saying?
this Star Girl look like they got double the money of Black Lightning.
Hey,
Well,
hey,
yeah,
Bone. Name one
Yeah, they
superhero
did.
show that
Me
you
too.
huh?
Yeah, I
name
said the
one
same thing.
100. Name one superhero show that you like, and I'll compare Stargirl to it.
Superhero show. I like The Watchmen. Um, I like Black Lightning.
All right,
Okay.
you're gonna with
You can get.
Stargirl, you're gonna
Yeah,
get.
I like the cartoon show. To me, the cartoons. Not man for me, even call cartoons. We're gonna call anime or
And
graphical
animation.
novels. Or graphical novels.
I will
Them
compare
shows.
with Stargirl. You're gonna get in between the two.
Yeah. So them shows to me. Them shows to me gets me like okay, I can mess with that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I just don't mess with because it's just like like my brother right now, man. You got to go watch that Flash. Man, fuck
Nah,
that trash. Know what
it
I'm
ain't.
saying?
It ain't. It ain't. It ain't. Yeah,
Stargirl's
it
better
ain't.
than Flash.
Say,
Like I
Punisher, you
No,
see
say,
but no, but
Stargirl?
my thing is Flash. It could be my thing is Flash. Like okay, we was arguing in the party earlier, right? And we know that what Bill's Atlantic type of something that some person named Flip Money always saying in AT&T. My thing is, won't you guys let fucking Warner Brothers and HBO run them shows and take that bullshit off the CW? The
Hey,
CW ain't nothing but the goddamn.
Stargirl kind of looked like
The
a
CW ain't nothing but
like it was
the love.
like it could have been HBO.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's that
Yeah,
love. It's that love song. Think about it. It's that they want that. Oh, you know what I'm saying, that Beauty and the Beast shit. I'm with that shit.
Bond. As
this
long
one.
as you,
This
as
one
long
had
as you
the
don't.
SWJ stuff in there.
Huh?
I like talking about.
Oh,
I'm talking about. I just saw HBO quality. They did some shit, and and think about it. They got the money and they got the backing. Put that motherfucker on HBO Max. Put your DC shit on HBO Max and let you go hardcore with it.
Against Disney Plus. I mean that's their next move because from what I'm seeing, that's how they look like they trying to remap all of their DC properties. They
mm,
remapping all of them. And speaking about the remapping of them, I know everybody heard about the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League. Now we'd have been them. Y'all know about the characters that's supposed to come back. Y'all know about Zack Snyder. They got come back to bless everybody with the Zack Snyder cut. He got what 20 to 30 million dollars to add new footage into this movie and actually bring what his vision was to life. And some of the characters came back and they all initiated talking about coming back. Spraying like the Snyder cut, even Superman, even Ben Affleck as Batman. I know y'all heard the news about that, but a person ain't nobody been mentioning yet, and that is the Flash. Now, what's his name? Miller is not
Ezra Miller.
Ezra Miller has not heard any. I mean, I have not heard anything about him coming back as the Flash to do any more scenes because maybe the limelight is the situation that occurred with him getting into the altercation with that lady, and now that they don't want to associate themselves with him, so they didn't even acknowledge that he was coming back to do the reshooting, even when they said they bringing
Hey,
Henry
Chuck.
Cavill back.
Yeah, but Chuck, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It ain't no reshooting. It was already stuff shooting. They just sitting there putting CG together. They just re-editing and stuff. That's all they needed. It was already cut. Nobody's going back doing nothing. Nothing. Um. Recutting,
Oh
redoing.
shit, yes they is. Yeah, say
Bone,
bomb.
they
No, they're
are.
not. No,
The
they're
the
Bone,
not.
they are.
movie the movie is
Bone,
gonna
bone,
be 6 hours.
It
So
ain't six
six
bone.
hours. It's
hours.
3 hours.
No, it's 6 hours.
No, that's
No,
not what
it's
he's saying.
three
Bone,
hours.
bone.
All right.
Listen, I'm telling you right now. I will send you this joint.
Where you getting it from?
Snyder,
Don't
Snyder.
give me some.
No,
Don't give me
listen.
something from Chuck.
Hold on. Listen. See, you never gonna learn. See, that's why I get so hard headed, son.
Yeah. Don't give me something
Listen,
from Chuck.
son.
no, let Bone keep going. I'm
Listen,
entertained right now.
Yeah.
listen.
Watch. I'll look
They
this shit.
did. Snyder and them did a podcast on YouTube talking about it with the
No shit. I
cast.
watched it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I
man,
watched
yo,
it.
yeah,
Think about it. They don't have to recut them scenes. Them scenes was already done. They have to sit there and put it all together.
They should have made
maybe
a
he just want to
bigger
improve
movie.
it. He just want to make an improvement on it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
That's
he
saying?
what
would
I'm
have
This
made
saying.
a
So ain't nobody sitting there. Ain't nobody sitting there gonna recut scenes and none of that. It's already there. It's just him to put
bone,
it together.
bound.
bone,
He got
All right.
20 to 30
bone.
million dollars on a $100 million movie. So 30 million, that's almost a quarter of the budget. So that means he got to add
Man, I'm gonna have
25%
I'm
more
gonna have
to a
to get
movie
y'all
that's
June.
already done.
I'm
So that
going
means
to this
he gonna
y'all.
reconstruct the whole movie with this. Watch.
He ain't
He
got to
got
restructure
six
the movie
hours to
because
do
the movie was already his. Thing about it is they
We
did
don't know
scenes.
that.
They did scenes and they did all that stuff. They just didn't do no CGI. They didn't do none of
it.
that
Hey,
other stuff. They didn't do the main story. Thing about it, when old boy came in, he cut a lot of Snyder stuff out.
Right.
A lot of it.
Well, that's not all. That's not entirely
That
true. It
is
was
true. He cut a lot of it
Bone,
out.
listen. Bone,
Snyder
listen.
got it down to 2
Snyder
hours and
never,
20 minutes, but they said they got to
Bone,
be under 2 hours, so that's why
there was stuff in the movie that he wanted to put in there, but he never did it.
Yeah, but
They
he
stopped
already had the foot. He
production.
already had the
They
footage
stopped-
to do it. He
No,
had.
Bone.
All
Bone,
right.
listen.
All right.
Just
Y'all
listen. Listen, I'm telling you, listen. You do know the whole story, why what happened, right? You do know that
Yeah,
his
because his
daughter,
daughter passed away. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
right. He was
Yeah.
never
And think
done.
about it, he had a
He
whole
wasn't
bunch
done
of
with it.
footage already, Flip.
Listen here, Bone, listen to what I'm saying. If that was the case, then why didn't they just do that in the beginning? He was never done.
Because he gave up. They felt bad. One of the brothers felt he gave up. He said, "What you
No,
gonna do?" When old boy came in, old boy said,
whether they
you gotta understand, when you
his
a
ass,
direct Flip, Flip, if you
they
Flip,
just wanted to
listen,
get they just wanted
Flip,
to get him
Flip,
out of there.
Flip, if you listen for 1 second, if you directing your masterpiece, right, and something happened to you and your family, right, and they bring me in, right, and I see a different part of how, so because they was getting, remember, you forgot DC was getting ridiculed at the time. Am I right? Oh, it's too
Yeah.
dark, it's this and this and that. And so when they brought old boy in, old boy sitting there like, oh, I can make it a little bit lighter, I can use some of his scenes, I ain't got to use all his scenes, and I'm gonna, he the one that made the cuts, he the man that made the new reshoots.
Yeah, but listen, Bone, listen to what I'm saying.
He made the new reshoots.
Snyder was never. Listen, he was never finished. He said he was never finished. He said he never completed it. He stopped. He wasn't finished shooting. He just stopped because what happened to his daughter.
All right, y'all don't want this.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
So,
saying.
Paul, do
Like,
you think the Snyder Cut
Y'all don't
gonna
want
be any
this
good?
because it ain't no reshoots going on. It's all editing. That's how I'm doing. He wanted to see how much money he gonna get paid off of it. That was the whole issue. What the hell
okay,
HBO?
listen.
What the whole
Okay,
Warner Brothers gonna pay him
all right.
for his cut? Because before we heard this, we heard that we was gonna never see a Snyder cut. Am I right? Am I preaching
Yeah.
right now?
It's not no real. It's not no real Snyder
It's
Cut.
all about money.
It's not no real Snyder Cut. It's Snyder making it. That's what they
Snyder
call
already
it.
had everything.
That's the
Snyder didn't
movement.
have
It's called a
time.
Snyder Cut. But the actual movie is not going to be a cut of the same movie. He's gonna have some extra stuff into this movie.
My bad, I didn't even see.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's gonna be the original movie. It's gonna be his cut of the movie. It's gonna be parts of that we never saw. It might be darker. It's stuff that we ain't saw. It's like
Exactly. It's gonna be a whole different movie. Okay. They're gonna have new scenes. They still filming.
Well, let me ask y'all this. If that's the case, then why are they giving him money?
Warner Brothers own it. Guess what?
They own it already.
No, guess what? Hang on, but guess what, Flip? You want to know why? You want to know why, G? That's why I like you, because I like to slap you with a bunch of nickels sometimes. A bag of nickels. You know why they do it?
You was a nickel boy when you was little.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because they need something to sell HBO Max.
What you mean? I don't understand. Explain to me. What do you mean? They need something to sell?
They need something to make people want to go see HBO Max, and they
need some kind of hype.
Have the Snyder Cut.
No, okay, but listen to what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, why are they paying him? Why are they paying him $20 million for what? They own it. They own that.
No. He hang on. All right, Flip. They might own it, but they might not own the footage that he had. They might.
No, they own it. No, they own the footage.
No, we don't own all that. Flip. We gotta understand. We don't know who owned nothing because we're not attorneys, we're not lawyers, and we don't know who owned what.
Oh, that's not how it works.
It don't work that way, Flip. It don't work. I know you think it worked easy that way. It don't. It don't. That's why you see certain movies.
That's why how you own to do something if you don't.
How can he own it? How can he own something?
He might own. Okay. Perfect example. Who took over? Josh Whedon took over.
I forgot what it. One of them boys that did.
Yeah, when they took over, when G took over, right? He had footage. He had footage that didn't belong. That could have been part of his contract. If you don't use my footage when I'm leaving, you can't use my footage. until I allow you to use my footage.
No, that's not how it works. It don't work
It
like
do
that.
works that way, Flip. I don't know
Bro,
why you don't
bro,
think that
listen to
stuff
me.
works.
Listen to me.
They
Want me
do
to tell you
not.
how I know it?
They do not
All right,
own
now,
that man. If that's that man, that you made him the director and the producer. He's the HNIC. Now he decided something happened, and they decided not to wait to him to mourn, and they decided to go on. Part of the deal is you cannot use none of my cuts.
no,
Yes, it could.
bro.
You know,
Listen to me, bro. Bro, listen.
all
I'm gonna
right, I
break it
want you
down.
to go
Simple
on
as
because
this.
you don't
This is
understand.
how it
You
goes.
don't
It's simple as
understand.
that, bro. Bro, no, it don't work like that, bro. Listen to me. It's simple as
How it
this.
don't work that way?
All
They
right,
do not
listen
own
to
the
me.
cut.
Listen to me. I'm about to break it down. If I am hiring you to make a movie that I own, you only can do what I tell you to do.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
telling
you
no
don't
cut.
use
Hold
my
on, listen
cut.
to me.
But you don't use
Listen
my
to me.
cuts.
I'm not. No,
But
it's
hang on,
not.
but
Listen
I
to me.
decided to leave the hang
Bro,
on
you're
flip.
not listening.
Hang on
You're
flip.
not
Hang on
listening.
flip.
Everything you
I'm
see
the
me tune
executive
for me.
producer.
This
Hang on
nigga not
flip.
listening. I'm done.
Hang on, think
All right,
about it. Hang on
go ahead.
flip. Hey flip. He's putting his money in because he's executive producer also. Am I right?
No, he's not. They
Yes, he
paying
is.
him. Everything that he's doing is a
No.
budget by
And no,
them. He
he
not
putting
putting none of his money in it.
all
Only
right,
money he
flip.
putting in it is the money that they gave him.
Flip,
He
go
has
show
a
me.
budget.
Go show me the contract, baby.
I'm
And
tearing
that's
up.
by them.
Oh my
And that's
gosh,
by
I
Go
got
show me
them.
the
tears going
contract
down my
because I'm gonna tell you this. He do not own it.
eyes.
Think
Oh
about it.
my
If that's his cut, and when he did that, and they said Warner Brothers like we're not using it, and he's like,
bro,
well, you know what?
listen.
He now
You
hang
do
on,
know
listen,
that they
listen to me, listen
you
to me,
do know
flip,
that they get they cut it off.
flip,
They get they cut from the
flip,
top.
flip. Can
What
you
on?
listen 1 second, right?
Oh shit.
My good
He
brother,
been listening. That's it.
shut up. I'm tired of those young. Yeah, okay. So say part of the deal. All right.
Nigga
You
been
have
going
something
on
part
for
of
like
the
Ladies
deal.
and
10
gentlemen,
minutes.
all right, ladies and gentlemen,
No,
what we gonna say?
I put this
Look,
way.
let me say it.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
flip. Say part of because his daughter died.
Right.
He's saying that you know what? I know that you guys paid me money and this and that. Can I keep my cut of what I did? Can I keep my footage and all that other stuff? And you can have whoever come in and redo the scenes. You don't think
Nah,
that's
it don't
possible?
work like
I
that.
just don't see them
No,
doing
It
that
does. It
at
does work
all.
that. It
no.
does work that
Want me
way.
to tell you why I don't? No. Want me to
Because
tell
he
you
doesn't
why?
own that footage.
Because he don't own nothing. All he is a director. Director don't get no ownership
No,
or
but
none
And
of
no,
that.
DC
no,
owns
but
all
no.
that.
Hang on. No,
He,
I
he,
no. They said you cannot. He's telling you don't use my footage. This is my footage. I
no,
directed it.
no,
Now,
Now,
no.
even
That's
if
not
he
how it
asks him
goes.
not
That's
to,
not how it
they
goes,
can
dog.
still
That
use
don't
it.
work like that.
so
Yeah, it
why
do
they
not
didn't
work
use it?
like that.
So why they didn't use it?
Why?
They could use the whole
Because they
thing.
didn't like.
Why
Why?
Josh
Because
Green didn't do it?
let me tell you why. Hold on. I'm gonna break it down. You want to know why they didn't use it? Because the joint was never done. It was never finished. That's why they didn't use it. It wasn't finished. That's all it was. He just never got the chance to finish it. Tragically, his daughter passed away. He couldn't do it. They wanted
And he walked
Josh
away.
to do it because he did one of the he did the one of the one of the Marvel movies and stuff that was successful. So they brought him in to do that. So maybe he can make it look a little more cleaner or whatever. That's all that happened. It wasn't that. It wasn't nothing else other than that.
So
Hey,
You
the
okay,
know,
dude that did the
so
Marvel
why would
movie,
they hang on?
he
So
did. Hey,
if,
so the
if he
crazy
didn't
thing, he
if
did
he
the
didn't
Age
if
of
he didn't
Ultron,
own so
the worst,
if he didn't make a
Avengers
deal,
movie
flip,
ever.
yeah,
huh?
flip. If he didn't make a deal, something why they paid him
Oh,
20 million, G.
if he didn't make a deal,
If he
what
didn't
you mean?
make the deal what he made, like I said, I'm telling you, I'm figuring this is with the deal. Don't use none of my footage. I go away.
He
You
can't
can
do
do
that.
this. He
He can't
can
do
do
that.
that.
You want
If
me
you
to tell you why he
negotiate, if
can't
you
do that?
nego,
Want me
hang
to
on, hang on,
hold on.
flip. If you
I got you.
negotiate something.
Go ahead. Say what you gonna say. I got you. Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
But when you negotiate something, if I'm going away, flip, me and you got a deal together, right? I'm supposed to do a movie for you, right? And I'm like, flip, you know what? My little girl passed away, but you know what I'm saying? I didn't really get to finish my footage, and I don't want nobody else to touch my stuff because that's my thing. And if I'm gonna ever touch it, let me touch it. But you know what? That money that you owe me, don't worry about paying me for it. You know what I'm saying? Just
All
make
right.
sure we put this in this contract. We gonna renegotiate this contract where if this footage gonna get seen, it ain't gonna never be seen, or we gonna go back to the table and we can renegotiate.
All right. All right. Now I had to pause my game. Listen real clearly. This is why I got you. Want me to tell you why that didn't go down like that?
Good point.
Listen here. I'm gonna tell you why. Because some of the footage, you know, his footage is still in the movie. His footage
Yeah,
is still in the
maybe,
movie.
Yeah,
maybe, hang on, but
yeah,
maybe,
you're right
Yes,
too, bro.
yeah, but
some of the footage is still in the movie.
well,
You
maybe he
can't,
had
no,
the,
you
hang on,
can't
but
pick and choose what footage
yeah,
what footage they can't pick.
maybe he had the power to pick and choose.
No,
When
he can't.
how
No,
flip, when you go
listen.
think
The
about it,
movie
flip. Hang on, just becomes flip. You can own a business, right? But I'm running your business, but we still on a contract together. I'm running your business, and this I'm running your business. But it's still it's think about it. You can't just sit there and
Hey,
just what you want
so
to me.
Bones, so you telling me like, okay, if I could pick and choose my footage, I could say, you know what, I could be a dick about it and say, you see this little end scene right here or the opening fight scene? I don't want y'all using it. The most
Yeah.
expensive scenes that are out of shot. You know, the big scenes, you know, the gun shootings and shots and all that stuff there, the big explosions. Don't use none of that. You know, so I think once you sign a deal with a contract, it's like, okay, what you're doing is you're working for them, and that's to shoot a movie for them. It's not whoever own the movie. That's who keep the footage. The footage is for them, but you get credit for it and you get royalties on it. But you can't say y'all can't use this unless you get the solely
They would
rights.
have to pay him. They would have to say that was a snipe job. That they would have to say that was Snyder's cut, or that was part of Snyder's. If Josh Wheaton used all that shit, trust me, he would have got super paid.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Listen to me. They do this all the time, Bone. That's what I'm trying to tell you, dog.
No, you gotta
They
understand.
always do that.
But
They
flip.
just-
Everybody do not negotiate the same way. Flip. They
no,
don't.
that's what I'm talking about. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that so you understand what I'm saying.
Say it.
Anytime throughout history, when they make movies, a director have to stop doing the movie, or he leaves off, or even if it's a part two to the movie or whatever, and they get somebody else to do it, whatever, another director come in. It don't matter. They do that all the time. It's still not their property. Look what happened with Star Wars. What
I'm
happened?
not
J.J.
saying.
Abrams turned
I'm
Star.
not. Flip. I'm not
J.J.
saying
Abrams
it's his property.
left it into the board hand to do Star Wars. Look what he did with the second Star Wars one. It was bad. People didn't like it. He had to come back and fix it. That dude don't have no property. No, he don't get no intellectual property at all for Star Wars. But who? Disney. Same thing with Warner Brother. Only Warner Brother. Joss Whedon, he get paid up front. They get paid up front to do this. That's it. They don't
No,
have
now,
they
no. But I think Witch Color was a producer.
who
So look it up. I can't look it up
who
right.
who was
What we talking about? I think he was a producer.
talking about J.J. Abrams.
No, not JJ.
Who
Talking about
who
what we talking about?
Snyder?
Huh?
Talking about Snyder?
Snyder. I think Snyder was a producer.
Nah, he wasn't no producer, none of that. That was it. He was just he. See what they did was they was giving Snyder the power to make these movies, to bring open up a whole different universe for the DC. Just like what's the old boy now that they got doing it now? That they paid a crazy load of money to redo it. What's his name? I can't think of the boy name. The boy name.
To take
What's
over
his? I think it's
DC.
J.J. Abrams. Yeah, J.J. I
Yeah.
think it's J.J. Abrams. They paid this bull a crazy load of money to continue on with this. He got paid up front. He have no
Yeah, but
ownership to none of that.
they still when you get just because you get paid on front, you get bonuses and all type of shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But listen. But that doesn't mean that he have ownership to change the movie around. And
Nobody
I
said
mean,
that. They talking
all he
about
have is the ability to
someone said
change the
nobody
movie around.
owning it.
But he don't have the ownership wisdom. Well, I don't want this cut in there. If I quit, you can't. No, it don't work like
But
that.
hang on, but you don't know the deal that they had, Flip. People make deals.
Bro, but the
Okay,
movie,
you gotta understand. You gotta understand when you found out that man's daughter died, right? You know what I'm
right?
saying? And what happened? How do you know that Warner Brothers and had a soft heart and was like, you know what? Whenever you get your mind right, we might put out a cut or something like that. You know
That
what I'm saying?
because it
No,
wasn't by Warner Brothers. This what
yup,
happened. If people don't know the story was
go
this
ahead.
this is the case scenario. All right, the movie that Zack Snyder had, Warner Brothers told him that he had to cut it down, and he got it out to 2 hours. He got it all the way down to 2 hours and 20 minutes. He was like, "You need to cut it down some more." So it was a lot of stuff that he had to still cut out. he didn't want to cut out, but then they had to reshape the movie. When he left the project, then when the dude that came and did Age of Ultron, they came to work on this project. They had to get him to gut the movie all the way down to 2 hours, and he had to do reshoots because a lot of footage, Zack Snyder, because when you shoot a movie, you don't shoot it from beginning to the end. You shoot big scenes and then you edit and you fit the way it's supposed to be. They're supposed to be layered in there. So it's a lot of open scenes that might have haven't been shot at all that Zack Snyder was on his vision. So then when the other dude came and he had to come and he had to take this vision and just kind of make it his own vision. So now Zack Snyder got to come in. Now HBO, I mean not HBO, Warner Brothers had it on the table, and then when they were telling Zack Snyder no, AT&T, the parent company, sat down now and seen some of the footage from the Zack Snyder cut, and they said this is a better movie. Why? That's what we're gonna get over a period of time with this Zack Snyder cut. So now he going back, he really remaking a movie because he had $20 million. That's a budget of some movies. So he got that to make a movie that got a lot of pieces that's already there for him. So now he making a 6-hour DC version of his Endgame because they talking about apocalypse now. They talking about they're supposed to have two characters. I had wanted to ask y'all who y'all think they should bring to the Zack Snyder cut. So they got characters that we haven't even talked about yet. Bringing in. So that's
Green Lantern.
Yeah. So we're gonna dive into the Zack Snyder cut. So what's two? That's one character. That's Green Lantern. Who else you think they should bring on the Zack Snyder cut? Flip.
Green Lantern, the two black guys, Green Lantern and Black Lightning. I'm dead serious.
I was thinking about Green Martian.
I'm dead serious.
Green Martian.
I think Black Lightning should get his own movie. Hell with that.
I don't see it.
I ain't going that far. I ain't gonna go that far.
Why not? You don't want to see a young Black Lightning?
No, I mean, no. You would have to find somebody. Yeah, you know what?
Nah, I can't see Black Lightning on the movie.
TV show, he's already an old man, so it's like you can kind of feel that gap, you know.
I would.
Like an origin story, you know, something like that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna go against the grain.
You can use Static Shock.
He might be right. Huh? They can use what?
Static.
You can use Static.
Nah, but Black Lightning was before Static. It's only right if you bring in Static. I mean, it's only. I mean, I don't mind if Static. All right. I'm gonna just say this.
Shit.
It'd have been nice if they had if they would have had Black Lightning train Static. It would have been nice like that. I can see that. I can see Static popping up in a Black Lightning movie as a cameo, and he's showing him the ropes or whatever. But that's only the Black Lightning that we see on the CW, not a young one. I would say nah, but I think the casual would have to get familiar with Black Lightning before they do a Black Lightning origin story. Yeah, I would like to see it, but you know how that is.
So what two you will think on the what you call it then? Black Lightning and Green Lantern.
Green Lantern. The Black Green Lantern. Yeah, the Black Green Lantern. Yep.
Okay, what about you, Punisher?
Me, I would like to see Flip Money in there. Oh, thank you, Punisher.
Yeah.
Nah, hell with that shit. I want to make a cameo in my damn self. Shit.
Yeah, I would like to see the Green Martian.
Shit, bring me as a Black
Martian Manhunter.
Martian Manhunter. He was gonna come in there anyway.
I know. That's the character I would like to see on the Zack Snyder cut. He wasn't on the what you call it. I mean, you saying he gonna be on there? I think he's gonna be on there too.
What the hell can y'all doing in the chat? He said they can't do Black on Static. What
you think, Punisher?
You get your behind back in here.
What about the Green Arrow?
No, I don't want
to. I think that'd be good, but I don't think he'll fit because he don't have no powers.
No.
He'll be just like he'll just be Batman. Like Black Widow. Just in the way.
I don't know. Black Widow was the truth. Who you think would you think then that you would like to see guest appear on there. Shit, you guys just Shazam. He already out there, so he can't appear in there.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not
You
doing
gotta fit him in the
characters.
stand, fit him in the middle of the timeline.
I wouldn't do characters that's already got their movie that's already going to be in there. That was already going to be in there. So that's why I'm not saying that. I'm only picking characters that
Uh-uh.
Well, damn, I
Shazam
think when
Shazam not in the Zack Snyder cut.
no. Hold on. What? Okay. No, I was reading what Chaos was saying. No. I know. Well, far as we know of, no. But I'm just saying, like, some characters, nah, man, nah. I mean, but we already know that he's going to be part of the Justice League because he was at the end. Superman was at the end of his movie when they cut out whatchamacallit on whole body because he had a mustache and all that other stuff. When because what is it,
Okay,
Henry
what about
Cavill?
Hawkman and Hawkgirl?
I don't know, man. I think that should be later on. I don't know. Go ahead, Punisher. I don't know. I don't know about them.
Hey, what about the Asian dude that's the Atom?
Say what?
I forgot his name. The Atom, but the one that came, the second Atom, the one that was the Asian dude. I think he was on there though.
What was he at?
So the Asian guy.
Yeah, one of
I'm
the
lost.
doctors, something like that. That was in the background.
I'm talking about
You know,
old
they were
boy
the background people.
from DC Legends.
Seattle?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
He wasn't Asian, was he?
He could have been. I don't know. I'm
From
gonna maybe
DC
go back and look
Legends,
at
Adam. He was the old boy who played Superman.
yeah.
it. Yeah.
They got a second album
Why
that
you
comes
say
out.
he Asian? Oh, you talking about another Adam that was Asian?
Yeah,
That was
he the album that came after that album.
Let me see that part. Hold on.
Yeah, he basically was trying to find the first Adam because he went to the microverse or something, and he was just trying to find him. So that Ray Palmer, he was trying to find Ray Palmer. And that was the whole purpose of the second Adam. But yeah, that'd be a good part.
Chaos said that's the first one. No, now okay, I see what you said. Now that Chaos put it in the chat. Oh, I see what you're saying. No, that would not work. No, they would have to do the first Adam. They would have to do the first one.
Yeah, the first one was Ray Palmer, right?
Yeah.
He's the original.
Oh,
That's like when he said
Chaos
the Asian. I'm like, huh?
I mean, but
Nah, you guys got it. You guys got it. That the one on DC, that was the first Adam to be there. He's talking about the second Adam, the Asian one. Yeah, there is an Asian one.
No.
The Asian one.
No, we got it. That's why we said. No, we got it. That's why I was like, nah. No. I didn't even pay attention to the Asian boy. I'm like, what? Until he said that. Like, hell no,
Yeah.
I want him.
The Asian
no.
one came after the first one disappeared.
Yeah, that's what Chuck was saying. Yeah. But now I don't want him. If we gonna do it, let's get the original one first. Hell that.
Mm-hmm. They also need to bring in Firestone.
Yeah, Firestone would be fire. Firestorm or Starfire. Starfire. Firestorm and Starfire. I think that'd be a good one. Good too.
Starfire?
Hell yeah.
You talking from Teen Titans?
On the Teen Titans?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to see that.
Think about this here.
No, she's a good fit. I ain't gonna lie. She's a good fit. She be just as good of a fit as Cyborg. She be just as good. Because I think Superman can get powered up by her.
Okay, she's pure energy, isn't she, or something like that?
Yeah.
She gets her powers from the sun just like him, but she has a more like she literally has that like channel, like her powers is like the kind of like the same energy from the sun itself.
Nah, I'd rather see Sunfire because he can change elements. could
What the
change
other thing?
element and make kryptonite too.
What
I would
about
rather see him.
Supergirl?
Yeah,
Supergirl
that's
was supposed
true.
to
No,
have a movie, so
no,
she could.
no,
Nah,
no,
hell no.
no,
They was talking about
no,
I can see
she
that.
was
TV
on
show was
the
terrible.
no. And I
on
kick it
that
right in her
first
neck. I kick it right in her neck and give
Nah,
her the Mr.
on that
honestly,
Cooper.
first Superman. She was
honestly,
on the first
Supergirl.
Superman. She was on the Man of
Honestly,
Steel.
the first
Who
Supergirl
was?
should
She wasn't on the Man of Steel. What scene you talking about? She was on the Man of Steel at Chuck. Where you seen her at?
Hey, she was on the Man of Steel.
No, she wasn't.
Where?
Where?
I'm
She was
messing with you,
nowhere in
man.
sight.
I don't
I
know,
know. I'm
Oh,
about to
but
say.
she should.
I'm about to
But,
say. What?
but then they said both when they said Kal-El poured out for the to come to. I don't know how they gonna do that because if they because for them to make her on to make her she have to you know how they made Superman. The reason why he's so strong is because he got all the matrix from all his
Kryptonian.
ancestors inside of
Yeah.
him. Where
But
they
that
did
makes
that.
sense though. That makes sense though. I'm not even gonna hold you. I like that better.
Me too. I love that concept, and I love the concept of that gave Zod more of a reason to attack. Now, with that being said, Zod should, I don't get how Superman, if he had all the, the wisdom of all his ancestors, I thought his power set should have been slightly different than what Zod's was because of just because you're from
Stop with the
Krypton.
word. Come on,
Yeah,
Chuck. Stop it. We done had this conversation last week. I mean, a couple days
but
ago.
but
Stop it.
hold up
Cause
with that
he was a,
though.
he was a
So,
trained
tell me
soldier.
about this one though. Tell me about this one then, Flip. How could you throw Supergirl in there? I mean, yeah, Supergirl, because how would she fit like with superpowers and her being so-called stronger than Superman? How could
That's
they?
in theory. That's in theory. They never
she's
proved that though.
potentially her
Yeah.
potential can be
That's
stronger
in
than
theory.
Superman.
But
Yeah, but
how? If Superman is gonna have all of the matrix of the ancestors and all this stuff here, and Supergirl is just
The
a
only
little
thing
bitty
the
girl.
only
wait a
thing
minute.
you can say about Supergirl is that she can like actually fight better than Superman.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the only
Her,
thing you
her,
can say.
her actually being physical stronger than him, no. They got rid of that. No, she can't. They were just saying they just say that because that was something that they add in there and stuff just to play with. Talking about because that dense molecular structure, her structure may be a little more dense than Superman, which is stupid because they're from the same bloodline. So why would it be? I think that was just nothing more than poor writing. That's all it was. Nothing more than poor writing. And if anything, and if any case, if that's being said, that would have to be a Supergirl from another Earth. You know what I'm saying? It
Right.
couldn't. That's not really as you would really. They trying to tie that in, try to tie that into the main continuity, but come on, no, not what they doing now in the movie. There's no way that she would be able to do it. No way. A better fighter, yeah. But as time goes on, that's why I keep saying. As time goes on, he's way better than her. As time goes
There,
on, he learned how to do martial art, Kryptonian martial art, and all that other stuff. He learned that. Bitch ass nigga. Oh, I'm sorry, but go ahead.
hey, but I'll put someone in there, and they ain't gonna be a superhero. It'd be a supervillain that I would like to see.
who was that?
Okay, I like
Uh,
this. Where you going with this? I like where you going with this. Go ahead. Let me hear this.
I'll go with I'll go with Superman Prime, and not the good one, the bad one.
I don't know how they could.
I don't
Yeah,
know if that was
yeah,
fair
yeah.
though.
Because Superman died, so I could kind of see that they can go that route for a short term.
Okay. Only way I can see that actually happen because it cannot go on a comic book unless Darkseid did it. It would have to be a mixture between having a little Superman DNA and him kind of be like Bizarro, and they call him Superman Prime. That's the only way I can see them doing that. That's the only way. If Darkseid has something to do with it, yeah. And infusing with Darkseid DNA.
That'd
Superman
be
and
a
How they
Darkseid
good
supposed to do
DNA.
it?
that'd be a good challenge for Superman though,
Yup. Darkseid will
because
have a
you know
little
how
Superman and
uh
Darkseid DNA in it and call him Superman Prime. That's the only way that will work. Because in the comic book, it's a little too far out. You know, comic book go way out of it. And you know that ain't gonna look right in a movie.
yeah, because
I'm telling you
he's
that.
from a whole another universe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Power Girl.
Right. And Power Girl storyline is her storyline all over the map. I mean, it was a time when
Yeah.
she took the original Supergirl place. She took her place or whatever, and Superman still looked at her as his cousin. Then they erased her mind. Then they had her doing stuff, made her say all this stuff wasn't real, that she was human. They did, yeah. That book was that storyline is
Then
confused.
then
Yeah,
they
they
had her as the same. She's just a different universe counterpart to the other Supergirl. She just had her. She just put her name as Power Girl because she didn't want to be like Superman. She didn't want to be under the shadow of Superman,
yeah,
so
because she
she made
changed
her
the
name
name.
Power
Yeah,
Girl.
changed the name and everything. That's why I was like, wait a minute, what
Hmm.
the? Yeah, I mean, ultimately, she replaced Supergirl. That's what happened at the last one. Where's that
Hmm.
now? I don't know where is that now. It could be
Yeah.
anywhere. Or you know, she can be a mole on somebody's neck. Her storylines all over.
Hmm.
But I mean, since you said that, I like that idea. Chuck, who you think would be a good villain? Since Chaos brought that up, that I like that.
Besides a good villain, I want to see. Well, she gonna be on Wonder Woman. Know what I would like to see come in too? I want to see something like I about to call him Atrocitus. Uh, his name is Metrocitus, huh? Yeah, Metrocitus. He'll be a good person to see come in because I want to see more about with the Green Lanterns and stuff like that. So I would like to see like how because at the beginning they showed the Lantern Corps when they were fighting, but they didn't show exactly why. So I think that'll be a good way. I would like to see more about
Honestly,
what's going on
I
with them.
think the only way that they would do that is if they bring him in just to introduce Green Lantern.
You think so?
Yeah, because they do that, they might as well have him a villain and be like, oh, well, and then like, oh, Atrocitus is causing problems, and then Green Lantern comes in like, oh yeah, he's my responsibility, my bad guys, I'll take care of him.
That's a good idea. I like that. I like where you going with that. I can
And
see
that could
that
be
happen.
Yeah, and that could be the reason why they brought him back to Earth and stuff like that. And at the same time, that's when the mother boxes had got activated. And with
Because that's not the first time. That's not the first time someone that was a problem with the Green Lanterns Corps and the other people in the Justice League try to get into it, but Green Lantern told them, "Nah, this is not your business." He's like that.
I can see that definitely, and that's how he become. That's how he subway his in on being the part of the Justice League. Who you
And
got?
and we don't have to see an origin story.
Thank you. Woohoo! What about you, Punisher?
Say that again.
What about you? I know I'm your idol and
any
all that
villains you
other
would
stuff.
like to
You want
see,
to see me in the movie, but what villain you would like to see in the movie?
the reverse. No, I would like to see Zoom over reverse players.
They coming. I think they gonna come anyway. Oh, Punisher?
No, I'm here.
No. Chuck was saying what villain would you like to see in the movie? In the
I want
DC
to say.
movie.
Let's
In
see.
the Justice League or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There's
Say,
a
hey,
whole one.
so do y'all
I
think that
like
this?
him.
What you were
That's all.
saying? You
Go
saying
ahead,
Punish?
what you say?
Well, so I figure like they do something like start off a little small though, Probably start off with somebody like Prometheus or somebody, and they kind of build it up or start it over.
I can see that. Oh, I got something. What you said. I got
Yep.
something to
Oh,
talk about. What you said, Chuck. Once Punisher finished.
all right, but who are
Hello.
yours? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
we
What you
can hear you.
saying? Go ahead,
What
see.
you saying, Triple Cup?
Yeah. Now, you're finished Punish. Anybody else you would like to see on there?
Well, you probably somebody. I don't know if y'all said it, but somebody like Doomsday.
Yeah.
I I would like to see how they would incorporate that.
What?
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
They already did it.
That what they saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said I would have to see how they do it.
I mean, they already did
I think
Doomsday.
they did
So
Doomsday with
yeah, Batman and
X Men,
Superman,
right?
Dawn of Justice. Yeah. So unless
Oh,
okay, wait a minute. Okay, unless they were saying actually that wasn't Doomsday. That was just Zod mutated. They just mutated Zod. Unless that's not really Doomsday.
I would.
Because the Doomsday they show, he seemed kind of weak, though. Almost like he wasn't, I guess full strength or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he probably was building up.
I will say this though, for Flash, out of the people that they were bringing Flash, I'd rather have Godspeed. I think he'd be a better story.
It's like
And
Godspeed.
Godspeed.
Why not? I guess I don't know.
I mean, they doing some type of, they're gonna go with Flashpoint, but I don't know which Flashpoint they're gonna go with, but I'm guessing that's what they're gonna do if they still gonna go forward with the Flash movie because we don't know what they're gonna do with the Flash. But
The Flash movie, the Flash movie is going to affect the DC universe, regardless. It's going to affect it. There's no way around it.
yeah, so okay, what else you had was talking about?
No, when you were talking about seeing someone from Flash come into DC, I think Godspeed would be better.
Oh yeah, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Not Godspeed. So in overall, what do y'all think do y'all think that the Zack Snyder cut of the Justice League gonna be any good or any worth y'all time and effort? So let's start with the guest. Say Punisher. Do you think that the Snyder cut gonna be any good?
Oh, well, I hope it's good. Trust me, I don't think it could be any worse than the last one that came out. So I'm hoping it's good. Because I would like to see a sequel from to keep it going.
You can't get no worse than, huh?
No, I can't get no
He
worse than
took what I
that.
was going to say.
What happened? What did he say?
You were saying that you can't get it can't
They
get no
can't get
worse.
no worse than what they already put out. That's all I'm hoping this one was
Yeah,
good. So maybe
I
they
hate
can,
I
gain
hate
the
to agree
public
with
trust
this
again or
dude.
something.
I don't really
Yeah.
like him. I don't even know why he on the podcast. I can't stand him. I was going to trip his character down the stuff. But you know what though, man? Um, HBO gonna do the damn thing on it. They're gonna do the damn thing on it.
I hope
I'm
so. I
You
sorry.
got
got
my
the
I,
best
fingers
show on
crossed.
HBO.
yup, I don't see no. I don't see them fucking up. I do not see them fucking up at all. I don't. I see HBO going to knock it out the park. And where I see messing up is people going to say, why can they put that in the movie? When in actuality, they should have never did the
Basically,
movie.
bone.
They should have never did the movie.
I heard the Zack Snyder cut gonna have Easter eggs for the future DCEU if the movie take off. I mean, if the HBO Max show take off.
Oh, that would
But
be good. If they switch everything
Honestly,
to HBO.
honestly, I already say the real Justice League movie was Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. I'd say that's a real Justice League movie.
Yo,
But
no, you not. No, we ain't gonna do that. You not gonna steal my thunder, niggas. No, you not gonna steal my joy. You know what? But you got it.
No, but he's right though. Most of those cartoon
that's
movies
what
are way better than most of the shit
that's the
DC
real.
put out
I'm
recently.
sorry. They can do whatever the Snyder Cut can do whatever it wants, but it Apocalypse War should have been it. The
But you
only
know
thing
what?
the
Go
only
ahead.
thing
My
that
bad.
would kind of get it is to the only thing that would be kind of messed up, or like how they would have to do it, is how they're going to introduce all the other characters that were in the movie. Yeah, they can take some out, but it would still like, oh, you would have to, put some people in there, some other superheroes, because there was a lot of people in that was involved with that. But other than that, that was Miles above what we got.
Well, I tell you this, Chuck was right when Chuck said that they trying to unite, make everything fit from the movies and the TV show. I tell you that, I give Chuck that one. He right on that one. Something that Chaos want. Chaos want that shit. He want that shit that intertwine with the movie
Twine
and
together.
stuff.
Nah,
Yup,
I
and
just
they
want to intertwine with Titans.
oh this motherfucker, he done changed the game. Okay, what it is, they're doing the same thing with Titan. Titan, all that stuff was in there. Because what's his name? Henry, no, Ezri
It's
Miller,
perfect,
as we were saying, was on Flashpoint.
and it's perfect, and it's perfect because it's because they didn't introduce Wonder Woman in the Titans. They can show Wonder Woman in the Titans, the Wonder Woman that's in the movie.
I like this idea. I wish they would do it.
Right, right. Hey,
I
check
mean,
this
but
out.
it don't matter because it'll be different. Yeah, you're right. They could slide that right on there too. That's crazy.
Hey, check this out. Since we were talking about the Zack Snyder cut, and when y'all thought about it, was it any good or not? Um, what about this here? Do y'all think that the Suicide Squad should get the same treatment? Because I was hearing about they had all this unseen footage that they
Yes,
had. It could have been
yes,
3 hours long, and
yes.
the Joker, Jared Leno cut of it with him. Do y'all think that he should have a second chance? Even since y'all have seen the Walking Phoenix portrayal of the Joker, do y'all want to see an extended version of the Suicide Squad with the
Yes.
Joker? And let me know why. Flip, why would you like to see one like the
Why
extended?
not? I don't listen. This is why I say that. If there any chances in heaven and hell that the other scene, an extended version, can make the whole movie better, why not give it to us? Why not? I don't see
Batman
a
vs
problem.
Superman.
You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. But I'm just saying though, why not do that? You know what I'm saying? Why not give us that? Honestly, you're right. Batman, Superman. They did an extended version that made the movie a little better than what it was. Still didn't like, still didn't like that dude playing as the
It
uh,
made more sense.
yeah, but I still didn't like whatchamacallit playing as Lex Luthor, and I still didn't like a older Batman. I really didn't like that. Even though I know they got that out the comic book. They got that out the comic book when they rebooted the whole joint over, saying Batman was fighting crime before the metahumans had popped up, or 10 years before the metahuman popped up. I remember we talked about that, Chuck. I said they shouldn't have said 10 years. They should have did like 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Say he was doing that for 3 years before the metahuman popped up. 10 years is a big gap. That's a big
Right.
gap. But yeah, I definitely think if they can make it do it better, as he said before, it couldn't get no worse. The movie's already made. You can't get no worse.
Yeah. So what about you, Punisher? About the Suicide Squad. Would you like to see an extended version with the Joker? It's Jared Leno version of the Joker?
Oh well, you know what? Like Flip said, hey, why not? The only problem I have is the Joker. I really didn't like that character or that version of the Joker. But if it can make him better overall, yeah, I say go for it.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, KI, you probably feel the exact same way as them, huh?
Yeah, I was gonna say when uh, when you're already down at a at an all time low, you got nothing to lose. Just like this movie, they ain't got nothing to lose and not
Mhm.
and all much more to gain.
But would you sit down and watch a 6 hour bad movie?
Hell no.
Not if it's
Well,
bad. It better not be bad if it's 6 hours.
I'm just saying. They're just saying they got extended footage. Y'all saying that y'all opened up Pandora's box to say this person might have put out a bad movie and they said, oh, we had a better extended version. And then they put out this version that's 2-3 hours longer and the movie's still god awful.
Well,
Now,
see,
then y'all
here's the
still
kicker.
saying y'all be watching those movies too?
But hold on, here's the kicker though. Even when the Zack Snyder movie, no one ever said that it was a better version. No one said it. They just wanted to see what his original vision looked like. No one ever said that it was going to be bad or good. So, if people feel hurt and it be bad or whatever, well, you can't get bad because he never said it was good. All you know is that his part of the movie got cut out
And
because
even
because of his daughter.
sorry.
Go
Hmm.
ahead.
I was gonna say, and even if it's a bad movie, that extended cut can explain a lot of stuff. It can just it can make it like, oh, it's a bad movie, but at least I understand it better. At least I gain something out of it. It can give you a better understanding of stuff. Like like what Batman and versus Superman Syndicate did.
But 6 hours. I mean, think about it. I can see 2
I mean, they don't
and
even
a
have to
half.
do
No,
the
I
whole
think it
six
has to be
Six
hours.
that
They can
long.
six
split it
hours
into
for a bad
parts.
movie.
They can split it into parts, like in game, part one, part two.
No, I
Who's
said no, it shouldn't be
stupid?
that long though.
Who's stupid? Who you talking about, Stu? You talking about who he like as the villain? I want to know who is
Good
the
villain
one
with
good
powers.
who the one good villain that he's talking about.
Oh snap!
I don't know if he's talking about currently in the movie. I don't know if he was talking about currently in the movie or someone else.
Mm-hmm. You gonna name somebody from Star Trek or something? I don't know.
He's gonna say Captain Picard. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
it hurt.
interested too.
Hey, so
Hmm?
what y'all think about that Avengers sneak teaser footage that they showed?
It was alright.
I thought it was
I'm
alright.
sorry. It was
Man,
alright. I need to see more before I do jumping jack for Jesus.
man, it says it's a co-op. And I was watching the fighting styles when they were showing Thor fighting. I,
I don't know. It look like each character to me is limited.
I know a lot of
I don't
people
know.
was mad because the character didn't look like the one in the movie, which didn't make no sense.
I mean, they might
Hmm.
sell you the movie skins.
If we gotta get permission for that,
Nah,
though.
they gotta get permission for that. That's a lot of
Yeah,
money.
because you're using
That's a
That's
the
whole
why
lot
actor's
of
that's why I
money.
likeness and
said
stuff.
sell
So you gotta
you
get
the
And
movie.
permission.
then not only that, you also have to
No, but they
pay
would
the
still
people.
have to pay
You got
for
to
it.
pay the pe- They got to pay the people for using their likeness.
Yeah, they got paid for
Yeah, the
that.
actors. Yeah, you gotta pay them.
No, well, I don't think no, they would have to pay Disney because Disney owns the likeness to them characters. To them, Disney own a likeness to them characters in the movie, and
Hmm.
and we know Disney. I mean, when they just making a character look like how they looks in the comic book, and
But
in the
they have the
comic book
license.
there's
Don't
different
why can't
characters.
they use that in the game
Huh?
though?
Hmm.
Without
Yeah,
actually
but
using the actor's face.
that you know how much money that might be for per character. They not doing that. They did it the right way.
They did.
Somehow, some way,
Or maybe they just
Disney
probably
gonna
want
want
to
to
just put their own style on the characters. Maybe
right.
Yeah,
that's probably what
that's
they
probably
didn't
why I
do.
give it.
I'm just saying, like
Just
Disney
put
wouldn't
their
have
own
a
face.
problem. Disney wouldn't have a problem with that, but I'm just saying it's all about that money. Because Disney already just said that they gonna let use anybody use their intellectual property when it comes down to the characters. They don't care. They're gonna let anybody use it. Now the actual likeness from a movie, I don't think nobody want to do that. That's just gonna be too much
Mhm.
money.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot, especially for the actors.
Hmm.
But like one of y'all said, they can use the skins of the costumes that's in the movie. They probably do something like
Hmm.
that.
Hey,
So everything like
I got what about this here on the game? Once you get it, they got the DLC characters and all the stuff that they showing you now. They saying this is just a counter of the game. They are Because I think it's next week they're gonna show you like full gameplay of how to play how the game is. So I think it's supposed to be open world from what I'm seeing.
I don't know. The game look kind of linear to me, but if it does open up, that'd be a nice touch.
I
Yeah,
mean, like, how
it looks
big
like
From
would
it's
you
what
a
want
they
the
big.
showed
game to
so
be?
far,
What do you mean it's linear? Like, how big would you want the game to be? A game like that is not going to be a big open world anyway.
well, he just said it was from what it looked like it'd be open world, but I'm just saying from what they showed, it looked kind of linear,
You think it's on
Look like
rails?
you go from one point to the next.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
look
it
like
is
you
on
could
rail.
just
I don't think
leave
it's on
and go
rails.
wherever you want and then come back. Like it doesn't look
Yeah,
like that. Yeah, it looks
that's how it
linear.
looks to me. Look like I
No,
mean
no,
it
but
might
what
be
I'm
on rails.
saying, no,
But
no,
Unless
but
there's a
what I'm
certain mission, unless there's a certain mission you're locked into.
no, no, but what I'm saying is you gotta think of it like this. What I'm saying is, damn, chaos.
yeah, that
Okay,
could be a thing.
Punisher. Oh wow, they
Yeah,
got hit. They internet got hit. We're gonna keep the show rolling because me and
yeah.
Chuck can keep chucking and
Yeah,
chucking and chucking. But like I was saying though, when he said linear, he right there. I mean, I don't expect that game to be. I don't think that game to be big or whatever. I think that's all it's going to be. It's being linear. That's not a bad thing. Like that game is not meant to
Well,
be
no, I
no
wasn't saying
open
that as a
world.
negative. I'm just saying that's just the way it looked. That's all.
Uh, Yeah, well, that's
all right,
what well shit.
y'all
That's
saying
what I
about
Because I
think
don't
it
y'all was
is.
really,
flying,
I really
y'all
don't want
seen
to
when they
be
were
open
flying
world
with
doing a
Iron
bunch of.
Man, when they were flying with
Huh?
Iron Man and Cap. I mean when that Cap, when they were flying with Iron Man and they was flying with Thor, it was like they was able to go where they wanted to go.
Yeah, but that's
They weren't
only
just
within that.
forced.
But
No,
that's
that's only
only
within that
within
mission.
that
Though.
parameter. Yeah, wherever that mission is, it's gonna be like that. It's only gonna be within that parameter of that mission. That mission could just have a big board. Let me give you an example. Like say like Halo. On Halo. You know how each board on Halo was big. It was big only to that size, to that drawing. You only can go back. You only can go all the way back to the beginning, to all the way to the end of the board, whatever that was in that area. And I think it's going to be the same thing with that game. I don't
That's
think that
all
game going to be no
games.
open world. Right. I'm saying like okay, and that's not going to be very big. I don't see it being big at all.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't either. Like I said, from what they showed, yeah, it looks a little linear. Yeah.
So what are you going? So what's it like? It ain't like it's gonna be. Well, we know it ain't gonna be no GTA shit. If it is, I'll be shocked.
Hey, no, me too. Hey, but what I'm thinking about is with that game, if it's gonna be like how y'all talking, then it's gonna be a straightforward story. Like you go from point A to point B to C and D and F and game over.
Yeah,
Might
probably
be.
something like that.
I can see that.
Or probably different missions that send you to different parts of the city and put you in some kind
Certain
of like
I think it's
certain
gonna be
boards may
more
arena
be
like
type
bigger.
let me
combat.
give my example. It's gonna be more like Spider-Man. That's what I mean by open world, like that level.
That's big. Spider Man. That's big. Nah,
Yeah.
Spider Man is not as big as I'm thinking it is.
I
It's
mean,
big,
I think
but it's not
Spider-Man
as.
is pretty big
but
on the
yeah,
open world
that's
portion
what
of
I
it.
Yeah,
mean by
it's
open
pretty
world like
big,
that.
but it's not as in well.
I mean, but think
Yeah.
about it, open world like that. Now, if you could put,
I was gonna say more like Tomb Raider.
no, I don't think Tomb
I
Raider was
think it's
trying to
gonna
make,
be bigger,
make you think that it was open world, but you was
but
confined to
it's
the little
not.
area. Yeah,
Yeah, you
Yeah,
still
but
can
the Tomb
find.
Raider you
I
can
think
go
it's
any
bigger
way
than
you
Tomb
wanted
Raider.
to. Though.
I think it's way. I think it's way bigger than Tomb Raider. I ain't gonna give you
Exactly.
that.
That's what I was trying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
It
Tomb
could
Raider is
be
kind of
like
like
Tomb Raider.
semi-open world, something like that.
Exactly. That's what I think it may
Mhm.
be. Semi-open.
Yeah, but no, but Tomb
Tomb
Raider is
Raider
not
way
even
more.
really open. It's not.
So,
It
but,
Tomb
just
Raider
it,
so what
like
he's saying in Tomb Raider, you can actually go
and they
back
give you
and
a little puddle right here to run in a little circle, and then you go through the little line again,
yeah,
and it gives
right. I
another little
can't. Yeah.
puddle to
Tomb
run a
Raider.
little circle.
Tomb Raider is really small. Like Chuck said, it's just an illusion of them making it think that it's big. Because half the time in Tomb Raider, what are
Exactly.
you doing? What are you doing in Tomb Raider? You're really
Fast
doing the
traveling.
but going to yeah. You're just going to tombs and stuff like that. And them tombs is not big.
And
So
then
that
when you
game gonna
go,
be
and
way
then when you
back in
go
the
in
Tomb
the
Raider.
room, you don't go up. You go up, left, right, back down a little
Yeah.
bit to the right again, then go up, then go back right, and I'll let you made a little circle about right there in the same little area. Tomb Raider always
Right,
be like that.
right.
But
Tomb Raider, yeah, it's not gonna be. I mean, don't get it wrong. Tomb Raider probably got big because the size of it may be big or whatever from the previous Tomb Raider game. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna be way bigger than Tomb Raider.
I'm telling you
Now,
about
if it end up being big, something like fucking like GTA, I'll be shocked.
No,
I'll
I
be
was gonna
shocked.
be nothing like that.
Yeah. No, I don't think so at all. But I'm just saying, if that was to happen, I'll be shocked.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that big.
'Cause that'd be crazy. If it is, I don't even know how they would make a game like that big,
I'm telling you,
because it's
I'm
going to
going
be
for
have
like
to
the
be
size of Spider-Man or Batman.
Look,
Batman Arkham Knight,
you
about the
guys,
size that I got
I
got
can
to
see
go.
that.
but
I can see that.
you guys got one mistake.
What's that?
GTA for realm of superheroes, it's not that big. You talking about people that can fly and freaking teleport and do stuff like that. Like that, it's not that big compared to a superhero perspective. That ain't that big. Imagine if Superman. Imagine if that were if they made a Superman game and it was the size of GTA.
They already
Now that
did.
would be good though, because it's just
No, no, I
Superman.
go. I know where he going because on a PC they made the Flash and Superman in that game, and honestly, he's not lying. For Batman, a Batman game, yeah, that will work because you would have missions and stuff within the series, within it. Like if it was a Batman game, need to be big like GTA. A Superman game, he's right. It's not going to work. Now, if it was just like a solo character, let's say Black Widow, yeah. Um, Captain America, not so because Captain America will be traveling around the world. Um, Hawkeye, yeah. Name somebody else. Thor, no,
Hulk,
no. Thor, no, it wouldn't work. Cause
Miss
Thor, a
But
game
you
Marvel,
for
want
like
an open world Thor game?
no,
Kamala
no. But I'm
Khan.
just saying, no. I'm just saying, far as an open worldwide, like what Chaos saying, yeah, that wouldn't work. Iron Man, they did an Iron Man game. They did that already, and it wasn't good. But an
Yeah,
Iron
I was
Man
about to
type
say we ain't
game
gonna talk
No,
now,
I
about
think that
that.
was an open
It had
world. Right?
potential though. It had potential. It just wasn't good.
yeah, it wasn't good at all. The
Yeah, we
mechanics
can make
of
another
what
one
made
earlier.
Iron Man game bad was the mechanics.
Yeah, the
That's the
mechanics was
downfall of the
pretty
game. The
bad.
mechanics of that game was shitty. Now to make an Iron Man game, yeah, but you want to know something though? Now that they said GTA, I mean, if it's going to be an online game and they're going to expand it like GTA 6, like other cities and stuff like that, okay, then I say all right. But in the status form, yeah, I can't. No, most of them characters would not work. It would not work. You would have to be somebody that can't fly or don't have power.
Exactly, because
So it
you
won't
see
work.
how easy it is traversing GTA with the aggressive bike. It kind of makes
Yup,
the world feel smaller.
yup. And GTA and they allow, and that's another thing. GTA and what's the other game, y'all? The cowboy game. Pow pow
Red
pow pow
Dead.
pow pow pow.
Red Dead.
Yeah, it's yeah. GTA and Red Dead is like the same size. People like, no, no, it's not. It's bigger. Red Dead is bigger. No, it's not. It's not. If you had a car in Red Dead, you'll be across that map faster than GTA.
So I won't be
It's
surprised if
kind of
it's like the
like if
same
you
map.
think about it, it's kind of like what it is with Red Dead. It's kind of like if you go into a if you go to a house and they have the rooms set up to where it looks real spacious and bigger, but it's really not. It's just giving you that illusion. That's what it is.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a great example. What I think is bigger. The Witcher 3 is bigger than
Yeah.
GTA. That's bigger than GTA.
You think
Hmm.
so?
Yeah. You want me to tell you
I don't know. I ain't
why?
never
Listen,
peeped.
listen. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna show you how. The Witcher is not even fully open, but it's an open world. You notice how you have to go to another part and they have to load you. It loads you up to go to another part of the game or whatever. The
Yeah.
Witcher, if The Witcher was full on open, whatever, it's a massive game. The Witcher is big because you go underground and all that other stuff. Like Skyrim, it's big because you can go underground, not because of the top side, because you have underground
Mhm.
tunnels and all that other stuff. That's why the game is big. The Witcher is big. Like if you had a vehicle in a Witcher that can fly, I can see that working.
Saints Row is low key really bigger if you piece all the stuff all the islands and stuff together. It's got more to it because you gotta realize GTA. You have the city, then you got a big ass mountain range, and then you have the small countryside.
hmm And the city is not as big as you would think that it should be. I mean,
Exactly.
GTA is big. Don't get it wrong, it's big, but
Mhm.
it makes you wonder: was GTA 3 bigger? But go ahead, Chuck.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Y'all get okay, good. All right. Hey, check this out. Henry Cavill, one last go as Superman. Now him, they was saying that they was going around because he wanted a lot more money to play in a Man of Steel 2. So what did Warner Brothers do? They actually found the loop around loophole through this here. And instead of having him go for the Man of Steel 2, the next appearance y'all gonna see Superman is in a guest movie with someone else. Probably like how they gonna do with the Incredible Hulk. So my question is, who would y'all like to see Henry Cavill team up in the movie, and which one y'all think make the most sense? That's possibly coming soon. Not the ones that's already in development to Wonder Woman and Batman. Those don't count because they're already in development. The ones that haven't started development yet. So let's go ahead and go to our guest. Say Punisher. Which one do you think this Henry Cavill Superman gonna guest star in or play a role like how Hulk, Incredible Hulk did in the Thor or Ragnarok?
Well, I heard some rumblings about he should make an appearance in Shazam.
You say
Huh?
Shazam?
Yeah, like the part two of Shazam.
Yeah, how would you like to see Henry Cavill come in on Shazam too, as in
Yeah, the part two as like his mentor or something like that. Someone who can really teach him the ropes and how to use his powers, and you know,
What? Well, that's who Superman is for Shazam. That's Shazam mentor. People don't know the true story. Like he looks up to Superman.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why he should make a cameo in part two,
yeah,
especially if the ones are true. If he's going up against Black Adam, so
I mean,
I see if Superman can give us some pointers
Yeah, because
on
he
how to
really
beat
didn't.
Black Adam. You know,
He really
that's
didn't beat Black Adam by himself. Superman did that.
actually that's the movie I want to see Superman star uh in Black Adam. I want to see him and the Rock Dwayne Johnson go at it the whole
Mm.
movie, non-stop. That's what the Black Adam movie gonna get set up in Shazam 2. And when Black Adam movie come out, they don't have to do no introduction. They ain't
Mhm.
got to do nothing but just go. And I want to see him and
Mhm.
Henry Cavill just go at it the whole movie. After that, it don't have to be just fighting, but you know what I'm saying. Had that dynamic how y'all seen the Fast and the Furious movies when the Rock had that dynamic with I forgot old boy that played in the
Van
Transport.
Diesel.
Yeah, you know how they had that dynamic. I want to see how Henry Cavill could take, you know what I'm saying? Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? Can he, you know what I'm saying, stay? Because he did an excellent job in The Witcher, but he ain't had nobody that had charisma to come to be an actor on side of him. Because let's face it, the only person that came close to having charisma was Cyborg on the Justice. Oh, well, Aquaman, but they never
Aquaman
really
had a
had.
better charisma. He had a better charisma than
Really, yeah, but
anybody
they
in that
never
whole
gave
movie.
him. Yeah, but they never really
Mhm.
had good opportunities with Superman. They kind of felt like they was distant from Superman. Batman was the one talking about, oh, Superman is more human than me. But then if you look at everybody, Superman was the one that everybody was more distant from. Like you never really seen them really interacting with Superman like how they was with Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So which movie you would like to see? Chaos. I know Punisher said Shazam, but I just want to hold out just for Black Adam, but that would be a good one. So what would you like to see the Superman return at?
All right. Now, you're going to be like chaos. I already told you, but hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Oh shit.
Constantine movie.
Huh? Nah.
Constantine.
Nah. I'm going with either whatever the next Batman movie is after this one. Rather they decide to put this Batman in this movie from the DCEU or not, or 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 the next Wonder Woman movie after two. And my sole reason is that they're going to help Superman how to fight. They're going one of them is going to teach Superman how to fight. Like they're going to help him get stronger. They're going to help Superman take. They're going to help Superman take it to that next level. I think that's what any. I say them two or anyone that can help him do that can take him to the next level. Because if they're going to do this instead of another Superman movie, they're going to have to do something with Superman that's like, oh, okay, whatever happens after this movie with Superman that Superman's in, it's going to be some stuff.
I mean, yeah, that's true. That's true. But I don't see. I still gonna stick to Black Adam.
That's already in
So what
development,
about you?
though, ain't it?
No, that ain't in development yet.
Oh,
What
really?
was not with the what happened?
Black Adam.
Black Adam.
No, it is. Well, this the
No, it's
strip.
not.
They just
Well,
getting
they've
the
been
strip
talking
together.
about it, but
They getting a
yeah,
The
strip
strip.
together. Yeah.
I don't know
They
what's in
getting the strip
development.
together. Them actually filming it. Nah, they just getting. If that's what you mean, yeah, the strip. That's it. They trying to get the script together for that.
Or the new Suicide Squad. Y'all don't forget about them. Oh
Nah,
Oh
man.
that may be a
yeah.
better one.
Okay.
So and him playing as a different version of Superman and had a suicide, a real Suicide Squad mission to stop Superman. So what about you, Flip?
Lobo.
A Lobo movie?
Lobo.
Oh yeah, they are making a
Add
Lobo movie,
Lobo
aren't
in.
they? Yeah, I
Yeah.
take my answer back. Lobo,
Show
Lobo,
me a
definitely
Show
Lobo.
me a cameo of Lobo to start off this movie. Yeah, I'm gonna be in that shit. Show me a little cameo of Lobo. That's all I want to see. That's Lobo. A hint or something. Show me Lobo. We know that y'all not gonna have suicidal Lobo. Well, only way the best way for them to do it, if they're gonna do it like the comic book, and just say like Lobo was suicidal. He left his planet because his planet had got destroyed because he did some crazy stupid stuff. This
Have
will get.
Livewire, have Livewire play as Lobo.
Oh shit!
He'd fit the role
Yeah.
perfectly.
Just give me a Lobo.
That actually would be that actually would be hot right there. I can't compete with that one, Flip. I gotta give it to you. Well,
Punisher.
What's up?
Punisher
Same.
already said something. He said
He did.
he said
Yeah, I
Oh
said
shit.
Shazam.
Shazam.
Oh, okay. My
yeah,
bad.
he went first. Yeah. So with that one is, y'all got anything y'all got want to say before we get up out of here?
I want to see Doctor. I want to see Doctor Fate.
Why are you
This
on Dr.
motherfucker.
Face so often, man?
This
I,
nigga, man.
he
Wow.
on
Why
he
would
on
he throw that
Dr.
in
Face.
there
Hey,
like that, man?
he on Stargirl episode 2. Check the second episode out. And
He
all
and
my
he Doctor Fate and
I ain't even see
Stargirl.
episode. I ain't even
Man,
see episode 2 yet. I'm about to kick him out the
man,
podcast.
I, I want y'all to watch. See if y'all check out Swamp Thing. Uh, that I'm gonna. If anything, I'm gonna have to review it on myself because man, that show is one of the best shows I've seen. So if y'all check it out, we'll talk about it next week on the podcast. Swamp Thing and it. Just a quick rundown. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna set the tone for you. Think about the people that made the Daredevil off of Netflix. Must have did Swamp Thing because it set the exact same tone. So from that point on, I'll talk about it next week, or we're gonna bring some about it. So anything you want to say, Punisher, before we get up out of here?
No, I'm just saying, I had a good
Punisher
time,
guys.
I had a good time, kicking it with you fellas. And hey, hopefully you have me on again one of
Mm-hmm.
these days.
Yeah, we got to get you in more often. These once in a while. I got or you know what I'm saying. I know you be gaming, so once we get you out for a hot second. And Flip, man,
Thank
I
you for
can't
coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Oh, and in the words of Savage, we don't give a fuck.
all that good shit.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
Peace.